Hello, and welcome back. Today we have Platinum Review number 49, House of the Dead Remake. House of the Dead is a zombie horror-themed light gun rail shooter, with quick acting sequences that can change the path forward. Originally released in 1996 for arcades, it made its home console debut with a port for the Sega Saturn in 1998. In 2023, a remake was released for the PlayStation 5, and it is this version that I played. Unlike the arcade version, the controller is used to aim, as opposed to a light gun. Developed by Megapixel Studio and published by Forever Entertainment under license from Sega, House of the Dead Remake was made entirely from scratch, using the Unity game engine, complete with a new soundtrack, although it was inspired by the original. Before starting, the player can choose from a variety of gameplay and difficulty options. Difficulty ranges from easy to hard, and scoring can be either the classic arcade system or modern. There is no difficulty-related trophy, but the game must be completed with arcade scoring at least once. In addition, the player has the option to allow for a second player to join for simultaneous co-op, or a solo run. If player 2 joins in the middle of your game, you will earn a trophy. The final option is Original Campaign or Horde Mode. The story's the same, but Horde Mode has significantly more enemies. The story begins with the main protagonist, Thomas Rogan, receiving an urgent call from his fiancée, Sophie. She is currently at the Curian Mansion, home of renowned geneticist Dr. Roy Curian, who works closely with DBR Corporation to experiment on the human genome. There had been reports of strange creatures at his estate, but all incidents were covered up. The main source of testimony against Curian came from Rogan and his partner, Agent G. As Rogan arrives at the estate, Curian sends him a warm welcome in the form of genetically modified creatures. Immediately upon his arrival, we see a scientist being mauled by one of these zombie-like creatures. Rogan eliminates the abomination, but it is too late for the scientist. He provides a photo of others that are still in the compound, and begs for Rogan to save them with his dying breath. Rogan then shoots his way through the compound and is faced with a recurring choice: save the scientists, kill them, or let the zombies have them. Oops, looks like he was too slow this time. Throughout the course of the game, these timely decisions will affect which path Rogan will continue on. On screen is both a health meter and ammo gauge. When empty, the gun must be reloaded manually, and taking too much damage will result in the loss of a life. You must be careful in the scientist encounters, because killing them will damage you. After fighting his way deeper, Rogan spots Sophie in the distance. Before he can reach her, she is grabbed by a flying creature and taken away.
Sophie!
Rogan must push forward in hopes of saving her.
No! Thank you.
Saving scientists will often reward extra health. As Rogan kills enemies, he will earn points, and extra points are rewarded for hitting weak spots or destroying environmental objects, some of which may contain points inside.
Reload! 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 Reload!
Another oops here. This time Rogan himself killed the scientist. But at least the murderer trophy is rewarded.
That voice!
Finally, Rogan finds Sophie, but as he begins to help her, a larger and tougher enemy arrives and knocks her across the room. Chariot is protected by metallic armor, and the weak spot must be hit to break it down and expose its flesh. The first boss fight ensues, as Chariot has a massive health bar. Eventually, once fully exposed, the flesh can be hit to take it down. Defeating it earns a trophy, but it appears to be too late for Sophie.
Sophie!
You must stop, Kyrian, or else something terrible will happen.
Sophie!
At the end of each chapter, a summary will show how many scientists were saved and how many have died, as well as your health and score.
Reload! Reload! Reload!
Chapter 2 sees Rogan battle even deeper within the estate, with more scientists to save and path options available.
Reload! 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 Reload!
Thank you.
It's a dead end. Reload! Reload! Ah!
as far as you go. I'll finish you there.
The boss in this chapter is Hanged Man, the flying beast from earlier. The game shows the target weak spot, and it will send flying minions at Rogan to be destroyed. With enough damage, it will eventually be defeated, and another trophy will be earned.
We won't let you have it your way, Curian. Locked.
Chapter 3 is more exploring and fighting, with its own unique choices until Rogan reaches Curian.
Use this.
Unlocked.
Reload! Reload! Kyrian!
I must compliment you. I didn't think you could make it this far. However, this is it. Let's see how good you really are.
However, he disappears as a giant spider-like creature, Hermit, emerges. Rogan fights this off to proceed and earns another trophy.
I'll get you, Kyrian!
Unlocked.
Chapter 4 is different from the others, as there are no scientists to save, and the entire level is essentially a boss rush. After taking out all previous bosses, Rogan will encounter Kyrian once more, as he monologues and unleashes his most powerful creature yet.
There's no way out, Kyrian.
I must admit, I really respect your consistency. But you will never, ever defeat me. Say hello to my masterpiece.
Who are you? Nobody gives me instructions. I shall destroy everything.
What happened? Why don't you follow my instructions?
Unfortunately for Kyrian, his masterpiece answers to no one, and immediately kills him, before turning its attention to Rogan. This creature, Magician, has no obvious weak spot, and is by far the most difficult enemy of the game. If you lose all of your continues, as I did here, your points can be exchanged for another try. After a long and tough fight, Rogan emerges victorious, and another trophy is earned.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Everything is over. I have nothing more to lose. However, I must go on. Goodbye, Tyrion. Farewell, Sophie.
A final score and scientist tally is shown, and the game ends. A trophy will be rewarded based on your score threshold, with 3 unique endings that occur after the credits. One is for achieving a score below 62,000 and not ending in a 0 for the normal ending. This shows Rogan heading away from the compound and staring back at the mansion, with Sophie unfortunately dead. If you get a final score below 62,000 and it does end in a 0, you get the third ending. This ending zooms into the mansion and shows Sophie, but she is now a zombie. If you get a final score above 62,000, you get the true ending trophy, as well as the trophy for seeing all 3 endings. This is best earned in modern scoring, as it is significantly easier to earn points in this game mode. In this ending, Sophie is miraculously still alive and reunited with Rogan. As you progress and earn trophies, cheat codes will begin to become available, with a new one for every 8 trophies earned. The first, at 8 trophies, is unlimited ammo, which also allows for the trophy for never reloading during the campaign. After 16 trophies, you get one-shot mode, which defeats all enemies with a single shot and makes the campaign a breeze. After 24 trophies, all weapons are unlocked, but these can actually be unlocked prior to this. There is a trophy for saving all scientists that you encounter during a single playthrough. Doing so will unlock the Armory secret room in Chapter 4, and will allow weapons to be found in subsequent playthroughs. If going for this and you accidentally fail, you can quit and continue to try again. This was definitely difficult at times, as it really felt like some scientists truly had a death wish. The platinum process in general is very repetition oriented, as many playthroughs are likely to be required. With only 4 chapters and cheat codes, the game can be finished in quick order, so this isn't an issue. For one trophy, you must kill all scientists in a given chapter. These have to be from your hand and not the zombies, so if they get the kill, just start over. More playthrough-related trophies include collecting all available items in a single run and not taking any damage for the entire campaign. Even with one shot, not taking damage can be very tricky, as killing a scientist will result in damage. So although you can just spam the grenade launcher to kill everything quickly and get all items, a scientist may inadvertently be killed and you'll have to try again. This was best done in a 2-player co-op run. Speaking of co-op, this is truly when this game shined. There is a trophy for completing the campaign with a second player. scoring can be collective or competitive, but this was the best, most fun way to play, as it brought me back to the days of the arcade and couch co-op. Running through with unlimited ammo and all of the weapons at your disposal made this a hectic, trigger-happy blast. The cutscenes also change to reflect both Rogan and Agent G, and you can choose which each player will be. House of the Dead Remake does have some combat-related trophies, and some of these must be earned in modern scoring, as this adds multipliers for kills in quick succession, and you must kill 5 enemies in this manner. With the grenade launcher or one-shot, this is a breeze. Also required for trophies is blasting off 666 heads, devastating an enemy's corpse, killing 666 enemies, nailing down a head with the pitter, and shooting 50 projectiles, to name a few. There are also some miscellaneous tasks to complete, such as killing all the rats and taking out all of Hanged Man's minions. Nothing too difficult here. By far, the most time-consuming and difficult trophy is to discover all available paths in the game. The in-game stats will show your overall progress, but not which chapter a path is missing from, so it doesn't really help. The difficulty doesn't come from any in-game challenge, but rather from figuring out what path you're still missing. Some of the unique paths were very tricky, and actually required you to let the zombie hit you, so you get knocked off course. If you were firing like mad, you won't even realize this is possible, so a guide is helpful to get that last remaining path. While going for this, you will also earn the trophy for discovering all enemy types, if you haven't received that already. The platinum process is very straightforward. Play the game over and over again. Nothing was too difficult, as this is a short and sweet arcade throwback, with a wide variety of weapons, paths, difficulties, game modes, and scoring. It made for a game that I didn't mind playing many times, especially in carnage-filled co-op. Nothing drags. I recommend this game for anyone that is a fan of the series or arcade shooters in general, as this doesn't disappoint and is simply a fun time. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time for Platinum Review number 50.